Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tracy with JDL Threads. Thank you for joining me today, everybody. Whether you're new or returning, welcome everybody. So today what I want to do for you, I want to continue embroidering because yes, I love embroidering. So what we're going to embroider today is one of my all-time favorite cartoons from when I was small, the Pink Panther. And you're going to see in a future video how it's going to all come together with all the breast cancer patches and everything that I've been embroidering, how we're going to all put that together. So today what I'm going to be using is my 5x5 mighty hoop. I'm going to be using some cutaway stabilizer and a scrap piece of felt that I used to embroider on my last breast cancer patches. Yes. Alright, so let's head on over to the embroidery machine. The design is already set up in the file. And let's go ahead and get this Pink Panther design stitched out, you guys. as you guys can see, I'm just going to show you like right here, since it's black on black, I want those whiskers to come out a little bit more. So I'm going to go back stitches, a few stitches, look on my panel to see where those were. I'm going to just stop that, and I'm going to push my green button at the top to make it red so that I can do back stitches. I'm going to cut off the black, and then I'm just going to change it to gray real quick just for those whiskers. Make sure you're hitting OK on your panel before you switch that color, or it will continue with the color that you already had previously. So I just backstitched it, and now we're going to do those whiskers in gray, and then I'm going to stop it again to continue the stitch out in black, the outline. Here we go. All right, everybody, so the embroidery Pink Panther is done, and let me just show you how gorgeous it came out, you guys. Look at that. Super gorge. And if you can see, I just did make it up there getting the border around my Pink Panther. I could have just pushed it down a little bit, but I made it. So this is just another patch that we are going to add to something coming up in a future video, and you guys will have to just stay tuned for that video. Now again, this is the Pink Panther, and no, I did not design this, digitize it. I did get this off of embroiderydesigns.com, you guys. And when I first did the sample stitch out, some of the stitches were a little bit all over the place. There were a lot of trims, so I did go back into my digitizing software, Chroma Lux, and I did kind of reorder the outline stitches around so that I wouldn't have so many trims. Still practicing my digitizing, you guys. Still practicing my digitizing. So this is how beautiful it turned out. I want to thank you guys for joining me in today's video. Again, my name is Tracy with JDL Threads. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video.